Hey guys, it's Jasper again. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be playing a psychological horror game called For Mother Matron, whatever. This game was pretty highly rated on Steam, and I think it was free. So if you'd like to support them, please do so. And as always, like and subscribe here. Very much be appreciated. Without further ado, let's just jump into it. This game contains graphic. Not suitable for children or those easily disturbed. Player discretion is advised, so please keep that in mind. I don't really play a lot of horror games. I've played Doki Doki Literature Club, and I figured psychological horror is kind of my genre. I like playing those kind of games. And if you want to see me play that game on this channel, please let me know. Drop a comment. But I think consult the content warning text file in the game's directory if you'd like a detailed overview of all potentially sensitive content. Existence never hurt anyone, and existence hurts everyone. Thomas Ligiati, Conspiracy Against the Human Race, Contrivance of Horror. My consciousness rolls in an inky black river of nothing. It feels familiar. I've been here before. And every time I am here, I think it's gonna last forever. And yet... oh wow. Wakefulness. But yeah, I think somehow my consciousness stirs. I think the last horror game I played was Resi 8. And the first horror game I played was Resi 7. I don't play a lot of horror games. I do have Resi 4 on the Oculus Quest. So that was really fun. But where am I? I feel so strange, deeply numb and lost. Almost. I rack my brain trying to make sense of things. Questions that should have obvious answers, but none come to me. Questions such as, where am I? Who am I? Dude, I love the sound design. It's very gross. What has happened to me? What do I know? I know I exist. I know I breathe. I know this room is disgustingly warm despite its cold, cold walls. I know that horrible wet sound is driving me mad. Yep, me too, bud. Me too. I know red blood flows through my veins. I know my heart pumps that blood beat by beat. I know the inside of my stomach bubbles and burns with acid. I know my bladder feels like it's about to burst, filled with urine. Well, go pee, man. I don't know what to tell you. I know my intestines pipe shit through a meter of contracting meat tubes coiled in my belly. But not much else. I don't remember what distinguishes me from any other sack of meat. I rack my brain, reach back as far as my mental arm can reach, but underneath the old shelf full of baggage that writhes unpleasantly and glares at me, despite having no eyes that I can perceive. Oh, the weight of the shelf is crushing my arm. The act of recalling is, in itself, painful. It would be easier to just leave it all there, in the dark where it might be forgotten forever, just like most of the people that were sent down there into those hopeless tunnels, to the place I lost myself and everything. But no, I won't forget. I have to remember, or no one else will. I reach back further. The weight of a sharp corner starts to scrape layers of skin as I reach further in. Finally! My mental hand clasps around something, a small and soft object that compresses under my fingers. Oh! I pull my arm out from under the shelf. The sharp corners gouge my arm open. A crimson river runs rapid and splashes onto the floor. Except, how? My arm's never moved. I'm not even bleeding. I felt it, though. I felt my skin shredding. I heard the sound. I can even still feel the object between my fingertips. What am I holding? Why, it was just what I was looking for. It's a memory. It's small and hovers like faint smoke in the air, but it's a start. A pathway to more. Yes, I'm starting to remember now. Lizzie, that's it. That's my name. Oh, I'm a girl. Oh, okay. My name is Lizzie. It's nice to meet you. That's only a start of the breadcrumb trail, though. I have to follow it. It's easier to live through a memory when you can share... Okay, I'm gonna stop that. When you can share it with someone. You'll listen, won't you? You'll help me retrace my steps? Good, good. Oh, but where to begin? Where should the dark fade? Where should I... Oh.
Wake up!
Oh, this game has voice acting? Oh, that's sick. Huh?
Finally. Jeez. You were out cold, Liz.
What? I was covered in sweat, my eyes darting around like flies to figure out my surroundings. I was in the hangover of a deep dream that clung to me like glue. In front of me was the blurry shape of a person. A boy? Young man? Male, at least. He's staring at me with concern and frustration. Where am I? Who are you? Oh, that's what I look like? Oh, I don't look half bad for a girl. He frowns at me.
You really were out there to the world, huh? You're at the workshop, Lizzie. In Pack Rat, where you work. And I'm technically your boss, though I like to think we're all on the same team here. My name is Fred. Starting to ring any bells yet?
Oh, right. And, what do I do? Looking at him now, Fred gives me the impression of a chubby bear. His face almost has a snout. His nose twitches back and forth when he's not talking. Maybe it's dust irritating his nostrils? He pinches the bridge of his nose and closes his eyes.
Please tell me you're kidding.
I suppose even with no memory, it's not that hard to deduce. There's sewing machines throughout the room, and I'm seated at one. Clearly, I sew. I think I may even have sewn the sweater I'm wearing. I must be good at it, too. It's soft and comfy. Then again, I can see little scars speckled on my fingers. Were they scars of experience or scars of clumsiness? Let's say it was the former. I let out a little chuckle and smile. Yeah, I am. How'd you going there, huh? In truth, I was only half kidding, but I assumed/hoped I'd start remembering the other parts once I woke up more. Fred didn't find the joke quite as funny.
You people sometimes.
What does he mean by you people? No, I'm kidding.
Tell you what, Lizzie. You're clearly running low on steam. I really shouldn't do this, but you need the rest. The Mother Matron won't appreciate your slacking. Perhaps you can make it up in the coming weeks.
Oh, okay, so it is Matron, thank God. Good thing I got it right.
Go home, get some sleep. Maybe stop by Spruce's clinic too. Get a checkup. You have 2 days off, max.
2 days off? Oh, sweet. It's like the weekend. Oh, okay. I'll go home. Except, where was home? Wake up, me. I don't even know where my home is. I sat there for a moment, trying to remember where to go. Nope. Guess not. Oh, whoa.
Lizzie! Go!
Okay, yeah. Yes, sir. Okay, I'm going. Goodness. Wearily, I stumble out of the workshop. I feel exhausted to my bones, aches and throbbing pain deeply seated in my flesh. Dude, the sound design in this game is really good. There's dreamlike haze resting on the world around me. It feels unfamiliar. Clearly, this is a place I should know. This is apparently where I work. And yet, I have no idea where I am. I rack my brain and pat my pockets, hoping to find a clue. Fortunately for me, there is one. A small notebook. I open it and thumb through. Bits and pieces are starting to come back to me as my eyes scan the scattered diary entries, notes, and doodles. I finally find the most helpful page. Oh, nice. It's a map. Right, I remember now. The boss was correct. I was in Pack Rat right now. Named so because of how densely filled the area is. Every building there is some kind of workshop or storage zone. Some places are packed so full that you can barely walk around them. Though fortunately the place I worked in was roomier. More broadly speaking, I'm in the boarding. The town, city, I call home. A secluded place enclosed the makeshift walls from whatever was available. Scrap metal, old furniture, repurposed rubble. Outside the walls is an endless miasma of fog that obscures things. No one's really seen what's out there, and anyone that's attempted to explore the mists has never returned. If I had to describe this place, I guess I'd say it was like a half-empty glass filled with dirty water. And the glass is fragile too. Does that make any sense? Well, it does to me anyways. Right, first of all, friend shed? Oh, I'm so scared to find out what they mean by that. Oh, more important than metaphors though, I know where home is now. And I could feel it deep in my bones that I needed sleep. Though, the detail on the map leaves something to be desired. Thanks, past me. I'll figure it out. My memory is just hazy from being so tired. And so I pick a direction and start walking. The winding streets don't make much sense to me, but I follow them all the same. I am alone, but muffled voices keep me company. Dude, I wonder if these are actual, like, pictures that they edited, or if they, well, scratch that. They're more than likely actual pictures that they just edited. I was about to say, I wonder if they drew them, but, I mean, somebody could have drawn them, but in my opinion, it makes more sense if they're regular pictures. Sometimes muffled sobs, too. I try not to focus much on them. I think I used to in the past, but my heart couldn't take it. Nothing I could do, even if I want to anyways. Everyone's got to do something for the collective. Everyone's got their jobs, as I have mine. Ooh, the collective. Whatever the Mother Matron needs of us. I feel like this is a cult of some sort. I didn't really read a lot of the description or the story, but I feel like this is a cult of some sort, and the mother kind of runs it. My shoes are old and worn, only offering a meek defense against the hard asphalt streets. They fit well though, and the ground is dry today. They get the job done. They're like everyone here in a lot of ways. Doesn't matter how weathered you are. The fact you're still together means something in you is strong enough to keep you together. Ooh, is this Mother? Is this Mother Matron? May your spirit grow like the calluses on working hands, or the soles on your feet. So the Mother Matron says. I wonder if she's like a religious figure to them. Like if she does something special. In other words, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. You grow through adversity, and by the end of everything, you're the best person you can be. I mean, fair. Definitely a fair piece of advice that I've seen a lot in my life, but gives all the hard parts of your life a kind of silver lining, or at least that's what I take from it. Squeak! Guess there's a rat? Oh, crap! A rat! My thoughts are interrupted by a lump beneath my shoe and panicked yelp of a small rodent. Yep. I lift my foot and the lining, the thing scurries back under the grate beneath my feet. Oh, God. Oh, gross. There below the street is a tunnel full of thousands and thousands of rats scurrying for dear life through endless canals. I doubt the poor things even know where they're going. When I stepped on, somehow managed to climb its way up out of the grating, only for my clumsiness to scare it back from where it came. I kind of felt awful inside for that. I mean, I would too. This rat just climbed up and was just like, yeah, I'm free, and then, oh, nope, got stepped on. Guess I'm going back down. Throughout the boarding is a network of tunnels designed to funnel the endless swarm of rats underneath our feet. No one knows where the little critters all come from, but they flow like water beneath the streets. Oh my gosh. So these rats just come from places? Oh, you know what? I bet it has something to do with Mother Matron. She might be like taking their souls and putting them into rats. I don't know. Thousands upon thousands of rats compacted against each other, covered in filth and God knows what else. Waste matter is clumped in their fur. Oh, gross. Our primary source of protein. Some kids have to fish for rats, sorting through the ones that are too sick and diseased to eat and the ones healthy enough for consumption. Oh my God. The yield is never particularly high, and the rats never particularly taste good unless you know how to prepare them. Oh, so they're just eating these rats. This is their food source. Or at least their, quote, primary source of protein. The one I stepped on had to have been rather spry. Poor timing. The poor thing. I could only hope maybe my unintentional intervention gave it more time before some kid impaled it on a stick and roasted it. Oh my gosh. Goodness, this is dark already. Ugh. I don't want to think about this anymore. I decide to keep walking to Spruce's clinic. Hello? Spruce, you here?
Yes, I'll be right there. Stitching someone up back here. Please, take a seat.
Ooh. Don't mind if I do. What does that say? Healthy eating, healthy living. But they're eating rats. How is that healthy? I sit down on a stiff chair with minimal padding. It makes my tailbone ache, but I'll endure it. Spruce is the best resident healer of the boarding. She taught herself by reading pharmacological and medical books she found in the library, as well as through experimentation. Oh, then how does she know how to work on people? This isn't to say there aren't others that try their hand at medicine, but to put it simply, none of them are as good as Spruce. If she can't fix you up, you're out of luck. I mean, ends justify the means, I guess. I mean, if she got to be as good a medical professional as she is, I imagine there isn't a couple bones that she didn't break.
Ah, Lizzie. Been a while. Those are some dark bags under your eyes. Working long hours? Not sleeping lately?
Yes, all of those things. Guess not. I passed out at work today. Fred told me I should see you. She rolls her eyes and gives a fake laugh.
Ah, of course he would. You have to be sick. It can't be his fault at all, right? Jerkwad.
Ah, so she knows how hard he's working them.
Let's give you a checkup anyways. Follow me to the exam room.
Sure. A small joke as the exam room is just across from where I'm sitting. She gestures for me to sit on one of the beds, and after doing so, she does her usual routine. Checks my blood pressure, pulse, shines a light down my ears, nose, and mouth. Lightly strikes a mallet on my knee. I look around the room, noticing that it's gone under some renovation since I last visited. I'm amazed you found the time to decorate the place. It's looking good.
Oh, thanks. I squeeze in a little here and there. Usually when I have to watch someone close while they sleep.
Yeah, fair. That's a creepy way of putting it.
Oh, you know what I mean. Folks in recovery. At least a few people that experience seizures. Stuff like that. Anyways, I'm proud of how it's looking. Genuinely can't believe I found that poster in such nice condition. I'm happy with how the phoenixes turned out too.
Oh, those are phoenixes. Oh, okay. Oops. Those are phoenixes. Oh, okay. Where's the menu? Oh, it's a save. Okay. First, let's save that. Yep, okay. I look towards the bony fellow at the other side of the room. What about him? Is that a real skeleton? What, you talking about this? Dude, that's totally a real skeleton. What do you mean? Spruce checks my heartbeat and lungs using a stethoscope. Oh, she didn't even answer. Oh.
No, it's
okay.
plastic. A patient that scabs and junks a lot gave it to me as a thank you. Trust me, if I wanted to get a real skeleton, I wouldn't have to look very hard.
That's very concerning. And kind of creepy, not gonna lie.
Really wish I had a skull, though.
Okay. She nods and puts down the stethoscope.
Everything seems good from what I can see. But that's just what I can see. Tell me how you're doing.
Well, to be honest, I'm not doing well. I kind of just woke up after... I don't even want to explain it. Okay.
Anything odd lately? Odd sensations, pain, nausea, shortness of breath, stuff like that?
I'm a little sore, but I think it's just from overworking. Maybe bad posture and being tired. I've also been seeing things.
Hmm? What kind of things?
Sometimes I'll be standing there and the world suddenly shifts. Like right before my eyes, it turns into something horrible. Horrible sounds, flesh growing where it shouldn't be, things that aren't really there. My heart starts beating really fast and I freeze, terrified. And just like that, the world's back to normal and I'm panicking over nothing. My dreams are really, really strange too.
Mm-hmm.
You don't believe me, do you? I wouldn't believe you, bro. She shakes her head. Wasn't what she meant.
I actually do believe you. Just thinking. Wish I could say this is the first time I've heard something like that, but...
But what? But?
Well, some of the mumblers I'm taking care of now said stuff like that. Before they turned.
Ooh, the plot thickens. Turned into what exactly? Really?
Yeah. Can I trust you to keep a secret? I'm only telling you because I think it's important you know.
Sure.
Contrary to what people think, the Crepuscule isn't the only place where mumblers are made. Not anymore, at least.
The Crepuscule? Mumblers? Ooh, this is about to be really interesting. You're kidding.
Not in the slightest. Granted, people have broken down before around the boarding. You know that. Lots of our neighbor brothers and sisters struggle with feelings of anxiety and depression. But this is different. Mumblerism, or whatever you want to call it, is a much more rare and severe thing. It's like a complete detachment from reality. People stuck in a looping nightmare that never ends. And all they can do about it is ramble.
That's... Mother, help us. And it's happening around here now? Why haven't I heard about this?
As I said, it's really rare. I only have a few cases out of all the people I treat. And if the AC gang's been dealing with any, they sure aren't sharing. I'm trying to keep it under wraps, as I haven't gotten to study enough people to get a grasp of the emerging symptoms or causes. And I don't want people to panic. Mumblers already don't get the best treatment by most people. Imagine how people would be if they jumped to the conclusion that they're contagious.
Ah, I can see what you mean. So, is it contagious?
To be clear, I don't want you to jump to the conclusion that that's happening to you.
No, it's totally happening to me. I already know.
You might simply be having sleep deprivation-induced hallucinations. Or maybe some gas from junks is making the air a little funny. Hell, maybe the
She stops herself for my sake.
shipyard is just more ranked than usual. I thought it important to warn you, though.
she was gonna call it the shit yard. That's funny.
For now, I'll give you some medicine that should help with the anxiety. Stop back for regular checkups, and we can keep an eye on it. See how it develops.
What's gonna be in it?
It's a mixture of lavender, valerian, lemon balm, St. John's wort, and some other stuff that makes it taste good. My latest and so far most effective concoction. Or so my patients tell me.
Thanks, Bruce.
Anything else worrying you today?
No, I think that's it. Fred gave me some days off to go sleep, so I'll do that once I leave.
Alright, that's good. I don't see anything else abnormal with you, so I think we're done. Oh, I'll give you some tea that you can drink that can help you fall asleep if you have trouble, just in case.
Oh, heck yeah. I love sleepy tea.
While I go get stuff together for you, can you run that bucket of food over there to the shack out back?
Sure. The Mumbler Shack?
Yeah. It's about lunchtime, and they need to eat. Would you mind?
Oh, no. Not at all. I totally would mind.
Great, thanks. There's keys hanging up by the door.
I grab the bucket, which is full of some carefully assembled sandwiches wrapped in paper and bottles of water. Oh, okay, that's not bad. I thought it was gonna be some slop or something. I thought, like, the Mumblers, like, physically changed and they only digest, like, slop. I don't know. I exit through the back door, which leads to a small yard with a small, roughly shed-sized building, maybe slightly larger than that. I never liked coming back here, as ashamed as I am to say. It's always good to help the Mumblers, but, I mean, I can kind of hear them from here. It's very unsettling. Just endless word salad. If you try to parse through what they're saying, you'll get these horrible vignettes of misery that you wished you could unhear. They can't help it, though, and I shouldn't feel threatened, even if I find it uncomfortable. Mumblers are harmless. I repeat that to myself as I unlock the shack door and enter. Yeah, what if they're not harmless? Oh, I hope they're harmless. Inside is somewhat cramped, but generally well-kept bunk room. Some bodies are sleeping, others are sitting upright on the bed or standing near corners. Okay, this is creepy as hell. I need to get out of here soon. None of them notice me. They're lost in their own nightmare loops. Gosh, poor things. I wish I knew how to help them. These people deserve better. Most of them are hand-selected by the Mother Matron to brave the horrors of the that thing. Crepuscule? Crepuscule? A labyrinth of darkness that lies beneath our home, full of terrors that are kept at bay by a locked tunnel. Okay, so it's a labyrinth. No one really knows why the Mother Matron sends people down here, or down there, or what they end up finding, but you can see the effect it has. At least the ones that made it back home alive. I shudder to consider what could have happened to the poor souls that didn't return. I can only hope that they passed on peacefully, and whatever ended them was swift and painless. Yeah, I doubt that. I ponder almost as if that world would be preferable to what the mumblers go through now. They're alive, but can you really call this living? And these ones here in Spruce's care are the lucky ones. Many don't get the help they need. Some are hurt, bullied, killed, at least once. The music emerges. Oh god. People call them wastes of space. Drains on our ever-dwindling resources. Mouths to feed that can't contribute anything meaningful, or so people say. But they're people. They didn't choose this to be so broken. They need help. They need love.
He used a rock to crack his head open like an egg. Well, Billy's yolk spilled on the floor along with the egg whites.
Huh?
It wasn't Timmy's fault. It wasn't Timmy's fault. I swear to God, it wasn't his fault.
Okay. Anyway, I would want people to take care of me if I ended up like this. I don't know. Maybe that line of thinking will lead us to starve to death someday. Would my morality hold up when my body is dying from weeks of no food? Can I eat the concept of doing the right thing? I would like to think that though it's preferable to die because of the good things you did rather than to survive because you gave up your humanity and compassion. At least right now, I feel it's the choice I would make. Anyways, I've been kind of standing here holding a bucket of sandwiches and water for a while now while I was lost in thought. My arm is shouting at me to give it a break. Yeah, I thought this was taking a lot longer than it should. I dropped the bucket in the middle of the room. Do they, like, come and get the sandwiches and water themselves? Does Spruce feed it to them later? A question I will seek an answer to another day. I leave, gently closing the door behind me. I get my medicine from Spruce on the way out of the shed and head home. Did that one just say mommy? Ugh. Okay. Feeling my body already starting to power down, I walk through the door to house, ready to throw myself on the mattress before something catches my eye and freezes me in my step. Oh no. A letter! Resting on top of my bed was a paper envelope and a red wax seal emblazoned with the matron's symbol. Oh. That actually looks really cool. My heart sank to the bottom of a deep, dark canyon inside me, and bile began to bubble up and churn violently in my stomach. I reached to pick up the envelope, hoping this was an illusion, a trick of the light. It wasn't. It was real as can be. The letters with the red wax seal were a legend amongst kids in the boarding. They say that it's the worst, most horrible piece of paper you could ever own in your life. I undid the seal and removed the letter inside. I unfolded it. My eyes darted back and forth, scanning the page. It read as follows. My dear child, the very thought of you warms me so.
Oh, my dear
Okay,
child.
never mind.
The very thought of you warms me so. Seeing you and your siblings grow through the years is always my special delight. I give so much of myself every day to ensure you all remain safe and secure inside these walls. Alas, I cannot do everything on my own. Every so often, I must rely on my children's support to do what must be done for the collective good, even if it means sending my darlings into the jaws of danger. This letter is to inform you that you have been personally selected to become a surveyor. This is a title of great honor, bestowed upon those that will brave the depths of the crepuscule for your Mother Matron's pride. as well as the continued survival of the boarding.
Okay, so the surveyors are the ones that came back and are now the mumblers, or the mumbling, or whatever. Okay.
You will be paired with 2 boys named Pucks and Rich. As soon as you receive this letter, you are to meet with them, make preparations for your journey below, and visit me at my dwelling in Mother's Tower.
Oh, so we get to visit Mother. Ooh.
Attempts to shirk your duty will be met with severe punishment.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Mom. Thanks, Mama.
I will see you soon, my dear, with all the love in the world. Your Mother Matron.
So the way she talks to them, is it almost like an ant colony? Like, does she actually give birth to all of them? I mean, I doubt it. I think Mother is more of just like a symbolic title, but I don't know, the way she talks to them. Maybe it's all just a ruse. Maybe it is like just a figurehead kind of symbolic thing. I stare at the letter and my legs begin to wobble. My hands start to tremor. The letter floats to the ground, like the way they describe leaves in books. I start breathing fast and hard. My entire body quakes. My eyes roll to the back of my skull as I pass out and collapse to the floor. Well, I mean, I suppose that's a pretty solid reaction. I would have probably passed out. Oh, I'm back in whatever this is. Ugh, I hate the noise. Oh, it's gross. Ah, I'm back here. Did I die? Was that everything? Was that the end of my memories? Kind of abrupt, to be honest. Did I die of...
Did you ever hear the story about the girl in the
Huh?
cellar? Of course not. It's still being written. I hear it gets done like Christmas. I'm so excited.
Okay, that's not extremely creepy. What is this thing? My thoughts exactly.
What are you? What is anything?
Yeah, I'm officially freaked out now. This creature can hear my thoughts?
Everything and anything were nothing once, and they became something. I think things would have been better if they stayed as the disease called existence once spread and cancerous, extremely virulent. It infected everything that was nothing and forced it to deal with the pain of being. Forcing things that exist to be happy that they exist. Manipulative. Terrible. But enough about things.
Pardon my language, but what the blank is this thing talking about? And why does it kind of look like me? Ignoring my confusion, the creature steps around me and the outside of my vision. It fiddles with something behind me. The slurping sound grows faster. The world fades again. Ugh. Oh, hi, I'm back. I'm awake again, deeply confused, but awake. I sit there on the ground, frozen for a while before reality hits me again. Mother! I stare at the painting on my wall. The Mother Matron. Out of every person here that could have ever been selected, chance of picking me. My mind is back to the mumblers in Spruce's clinic. Them and the endless droning madness that's consumed everything about them. Entire people with dreams and personalities, erased by trauma. Why? Why me? I think back to how I was supposed to work in a few days. How I was supposed to visit Spruce again, to make sure everything was better. To keep living longer. No matter what I wanted to do, the decision was made for me. Mother needed me. I was not the kind of person that wanted to find out what happened when Mother is disappointed. But where to begin? After some thinking, I decided a good place to start would be by asking my neighbor sisters. They're a pair of twins named Janine and Katie. I'd like to think we were pretty good friends, and I was glad to have them as my neighbors. I approached their front stoop. Katie was reading a book with a faded cover while Sister painted her nails with jet black nail polish.
Hey, Katie! Hey, Janine!
Oh, that's my voice.
Hey,
Okay.
Lizzie. Hey, Lizzie. You seem chipper. I thought you'd be more gloomy. What do you mean? Oh, well, I I saw the poster come by and drop something off at your place. They don't come by that often.
Surprise, the mailboy doesn't want to visit the shit zone.
Oh, I didn't explain that, did I? Well, you saw on the map that my home is in a place called the shipyard, right? It's, not actually called that. See, it's actually named after the fact that this area is where the majority of the sewage and waste is discarded. I'm sure you can guess what the actual name is knowing that. Cursing makes me feel bad though, so I call it the shipyard instead. You absolutely cannot evade the smell here. It's awful. It sticks to everything like a film. I've gotten mostly noseblind to it at this point, fortunately, though sometimes I still have to break out the perfume.
Is it one of those letters? Yeah. Red seal. Oh no. No!
Ouch. Hope you don't die. Or lose your mind.
Janine, you seem like an unpleasant person.
Janine!
What? Just being real. It was nice knowing you.
Dang, that's cold, man. That's real cold.
Don't be so insensitive. It's okay. I'm still processing things, but I'm holding it together.
Well, let me adjust the music. Okay, there we go. Return.
I still have things to do before I go.
Anything we can help with?
Well,
Oh, wow, this is a choose your own. Okay, any advice? And do you know anything about the Crush School? What's Mother Matron like? Pucks and or Rich? What are you reading? You guys can have some stuff when I leave. What's Mother Matron like?
I thought you were a fan of hers.
A fair point. I guess it's odd for someone that has a framed painting of a person to not know much about them.
I mean, I look up to her and read the scriptures like most everyone else, but it's different than meeting her in person.
Okay, so scriptures. So this is like a religious kind of cult, and she really is kind of a figurehead. Okay. She nods understandingly, then shrugs.
Fair enough. Unfortunately, I've never met her, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah, I don't know why I asked that. I'm sure that most people in this town haven't met Mother, and those that have are probably the mumblers right now, so Katie shrugs with an apologetic expression. She also has never met her. Pucks and Rich.
Nope. Can't say I know them. Katie?
me neither, sorry. Maybe you should ask around the market? I'm sure someone there would know.
Okay, so I guess the market's my next place.
Maybe try meeting Marissa. She's a little, odd. But you'd be surprised what kind of information she can dig up.
Meaty Marissa. What? What? I mean, okay.
Don't recommend trying her cuts, though, unless you've got a barf bag.
Yeah, it sounds accurate.
Why is she called Meaty Marissa?
My thoughts exactly, Lizzie.
Because she sells weird meat.
Oh. I thought there'd be more to it for some reason.
Oh, haha. No, that's not what I thought either. All right, get your mind out of the gutter, Lizzie.
What more do you need in a name?
Okay, so they don't know Pucks or Rich. They have never met Mother Matron. I'll ask about the Crush School, and then I'll be like, no, you guys can have my stuff when I leave. And then I'm done.
Sorry, I don't think I know much more than you, I'm afraid.
Yeah, the books never really went into what's down there. The Mother Matron never really talks about it other than how dangerous it is. And there's not any first-hand accounts of it to go off of. The most anyone seems to know is that it's like an endless series of tunnels with dangerous creatures inside. Some people say the Crepuscule is constantly shifting and morphing, almost as if it's alive.
Oh, gross.
But that's just a rumor. Again, no first-hand accounts.
Okay, you guys can have my stuff.
Sweet, dibs on the bed.
Oh, gosh. Immediate, just sweet. Dibs on the bed. Okay, gosh.
Janine!
Yep, Janine.
Lighten up, I'm kidding. Kind of.
Yeah, you're not kidding. Stop it.
Let's be real, though. Would dying really be the worst thing that could happen to you?
Stop making me think. Stop making me think.
Oh my god, what is with you today?
Oh, like you and I haven't had this exact conversation before. Everyone else wants to make happy. Like the toilet bowl they live in doesn't stink of shit. Doesn't everything about this place make you feel like closing your eyes forever sometimes?
Janine, what are you even saying? That we'd all be better off dead?
Kinda? Not like I'm rushing to the noose or anything, but I feel like it would be a relief.
It seems like a really sad way to look at life. Life can be hard, but there's always bright spots worth seeing. People to love, happy moments that stay with you forever.
Okay. I do kind of want to pause here for a second. If you guys are going through something, please get help. Just like she said, there's always bright spots of life that you can always look through. If you really are feeling that bad, please go get some help. Nothing would make me sadder than to see you go from this world. If nobody else cares about you, just know that I do. I care about each and every one of you. Let's get back to it. Katie doesn't see it, but Janine gives, I don't want to say it, but jerking off motion while rolling her eyes.
I can't say she doesn't have a point, though. I mean, I know where things are heading. Maybe it's better I make peace with it.
Oh, Lizzie, don't start talking like that either, please.
Don't talk like that, Lizzie. You're going to come back. I know you will.
Katie, you know that no one has...
It doesn't matter. You'll be the first. You'll make it back in one piece. Even if you don't believe it, I do. I believe in you, Lizzie.
Katie...
For what it's worth, if anyone was to ever make it back, I think it would be someone like you. Still got dibs on the bed, though.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Janine. Cool. All right. Nope. Got everything I need.
Thank you guys for your help. I should get going.
Okay. There's a lump in my throat. I swallow and talk through it.
It was really nice knowing you guys.
Suddenly, Katie embraces me tightly. After a moment, she looks at me with twinkling, moist eyes.
Lizzie, you better come back. I'll never forgive you if you don't.
She holds me for a moment longer, burying her face in my chest. Before she can stain it with tears, she pulls back. I can't think of the right words to say, so I simply smile at her and say thank you. Janine simply gives me a gentle wave. It's subtle, but I know that's something she rarely does for people.
Take care, Lizzie. We'll be rooting for you.
Oh, thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Alright, and with that, I think I'm gonna end this episode off. Okay, that was the Mother Matron, episode 1. If you guys want to see a series about this, please let me know. Again, like, subscribe, and make sure you support the guys that made that game, because that game is really, really good so far. I like it. I enjoy it a lot. And yeah, leave a comment, subscribe, like, really helps boost the channel, and I will see you guys in the next one. All right. Bye-bye.